Hi, I'm Lisa from the Newton Free Library, and I'm one of the children's librarians there. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own magic mirror for our Get Crafty video of the week. So to get started, there's going to be a couple materials that you will need. So first, you're going to need some glue, some tape, and some scissors. You will also need something to write or draw with, so you're going to need like a pencil or a pen. And you'll also need something to decorate with, so you're going to need like markers will be better because the material that we're going to be using, you could use crayons, but markers are going to be a little bit better for this project. Then you have a couple choices. To make the actual mirror part itself, you're going to need either cardboard, and I just cut open a box that I had that I was finished with and cut that open to become my cardboard. You could also use a paper plate if you have a paper plate. And if you have something like a decorative doily of some sort, you could use that as well. The last thing that you are going to need is some aluminum foil. You only need a little bit, so most of you probably have that in your kitchen, so you want to grab a little bit of aluminum foil to use as well. So once you have the materials gathered, we're going to get started with our creating. So we're going to start first by needing an oval or circular shape out of the cardboard. So I'm going to take the cardboard I have, and you could do a couple things here too. You could freeze draw the oval yourself. You could find something that is round at your house and use that. I would say you are going to want it to be at least about the size of a plate, so that might be something to start with as a tracer if you need one. So I'm just going to free draw my shape. To get started, I am going to make my circle or my oval shape, and I'm just freestyling it, but like I said, you're welcome to use a plate as your guideline if you need one. It's okay if it's not perfect. So I'm going to cut out my oval shape. And if you're using cardboard, it might be tricky to cut it yourself. So ask a grown-up nearby if you need a little bit of help getting through a thicker material like cardboard. Alright, just coming around my last curve here. And now I have my oval shape. If you only have something printed on, that's okay. I'm using the non-printed side, but if you only have something printed on, you're going to be covering it anyway, so it's okay. So I'm going to put my oval aside. The next thing I'm going to need is the handle of my mirror. So I just cut a smaller strip of that same cardboard paper. And again, you could draw it on here if you want to, or you could freestyle the cut. I'm going to draw it on here because I'm using a slightly curved handle to my mirror. And now I'm just going to cut this one out as well. So work my way around it. And depending on what kind of mirror you want, you could have this be longer or shorter. It's up to you. So as I cut this one out, I now have my handle and I have my mirror. And what I'm going to do is flip them both over, and I'm going to put some tape on it to hold these together. Now, you can use any kind of tape you want. I'm using Scotch tape. I'm going to use 2 different pieces on here to really make sure that it's secure. Actually, I'm going to use one more too, so 3 pieces on mine. You can decide what works for yours. So after you tape on the back, you can flip it over. You can hold it up to make sure that it's able to be stable and that the handle's not falling away. I'm going to put this aside just for a second, and I'm going to now grab my aluminum foil. This piece is actually bigger than I need, so you really probably need about half of this. So I'm going to lay this one down, and I am going to use something that's a circle shape for the center of it and put that on there. If you're tracing something, when you're on aluminum foil, it really helps to have a Sharpie or a dark marker. Otherwise, they kind of tend to wipe off easily. So I'm just going around my shape. So I have my circle shape there. And now I'm going to cut this shape out. So I'm going around my edges, and foil can be a little bit tricky to cut. It's not thick, but it's a little bit flimsy, which means it kind of moves around a lot. So you might have to go slow and just do little bits at a time. And it wrinkles up too, so you want to just make sure you're being careful and get it as close to your drawing as you can. So now I have what's going to become the center of my mirror, my aluminum foil, and I'm going to need a glue stick to attach it to my mirror. You can put the glue right on the aluminum foil. If you do, you're really going to have to hold the aluminum foil still while you put it on so it doesn't wrinkle up, or you can put it right onto the center of your mirror too. So I'm going to add my glue. And then I'm just going to make sure it fits on there and spread it out. We'll give a little wiggle test and make sure that it stays on. Okay, so for the next steps, we're going to decorate the mirror. And to do this, you're going to need some markers or paint. If you use paint, just make sure you allow yourself time to dry. If you use markers, you won't need the same drying time. So I'm going to start by decorating the handle that I have here. And you can do any design you want. I'm just going to do stripes of different colors on mine, but you can do any color you want and any pattern you want on yours. So you're just going to continue to switch out your colors, or if you want it all one color, you can do that too. And I'm drawing my lines until my whole handle is going to be full. So now that I have the handle of my mirror done, I'm going to start to decorate around this space there. And you can really put whatever you want on it. The construction paper that I had said that you'd probably want beforehand, I had grabbed a couple and I did some strips of it and I just cut them into squares. And I'm going to use the squares to decorate around the edge of the mirror. Now I also had that little doily, so I cut out some pieces of that doily there, so I'd have a little bit of pattern that looks like lace. And then I also found in one of my drawers, I found some stickers that are different stars and things. So I thought I would add that to mine too. This would be a great time that if you have like glitter or jewels, or if you have some fun wrapping paper or anything like that, the outside is yours to decorate however you would feel it. And to start that, I'm gonna get my glue stick and I'm gonna start to put some glue around my edge. And then I'm going to take the paper and fill in that little bit of cardboard around the edge of the aluminum. This could be a pattern if I wanted to. Doesn't have to be if you don't want it to. And I'm just putting each one on as it goes around it. Into one more color. So I have continued going around and decorating the outside edge. This is now where I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use those stickers that I had found to decorate and just jazz it up a little bit. So you are welcome if you have anything like that at home that you think would make your mirror really pop or add a detail that you like in it, then you could definitely take your last couple moments doing that. And there you have it. There is your magic mirror. I hope that you had fun today getting crafty with the Newton Free Library. Please check out our YouTube page for more videos and more crafts on things that you may enjoy doing. Take care.